videos that's been requested so many times, and I don't really even understand why, because I've already filmed this video like 4 times before. I have maybe 4 makeup collection and storage videos already on YouTube, which I will link below if you want to see those as well. And I did do one that was really long, that was really in depth, went through a lot of products that I had, and a lot of people didn't like it because it was so long, but at least now I can actually refer back to that because it's got the bulk of my makeup in that video. Some of it I have blog sailed since then because I don't want to hang on to the high-end stuff that I'm not really going to use. But for the majority, I've not got that much more stuff for you to see since then that you haven't seen in hauls and stuff anyway. So I will link that below, and I'm just going to kind of give you an overview of the room and how I store things. I don't want to go into loads and loads of detail because it's just a longer video than it needs to be. So without further ado, here is my makeup collection and storage. Okay, hello. We've tried to film this 3 times already. Milo's been in the room, Milo's been out of the room, and now Milo is next to me because he absolutely will not let me film this video otherwise. So it's not going to be the same as normal, but if you want to see my other videos, you can see them linked below. I will just kind of give you an overview of the room and show you in the drawers. This is my setup as it is right now. Oh, I'm out of breath now. This is my setup as it is right now. This desk and most of the stuff from it is IKEA actually. The desk is Malm. The stool, I've got no idea, but it's really cheap from IKEA. This is one of the Expedit bookcases. This is the Helmer filing cabinet. It's like a metal drawer set. And I will mention, in case I forget to mention it later, this is from the stationery section at WH Smith's because someone always asks about that. And my nail polish racks, that's, what is that? Spice rack from eBay, and that was also from eBay, but I got it custom made from someone that was selling wooden goods, so I don't know where you would get one again, but you could probably do the same thing. So talking about the desk, first of all, I'll just run through what's on top. First of all are my brushes. In the back are face brushes, in the front are eye brushes. They're all Sigma, and the ones with the pink ferrules that came in the pink case are from the Make Me Blush set. These are kind of smaller handled brushes, like Real Techniques, and my stippling one from Sigma, as well as some e.l.f. ones. And this is one of those blending foundation-y things, which I don't use, but I have it there for in case I want it. The stuff here is basically skincare to prep my skin before makeup, and I have an oil-free Shine Control moisturiser, a collagen moisturiser I got in a glossy box or something like that, eye cream, the Cordially, which you can put on before or after makeup or throughout the day, and that's the Beauty Elixir, and some all-nighter, which is a makeup setting spray from Urban Decay. I've also got the Dr. Bronner's soap there because lots of people told me it's great for washing brushes. Moving to the other side of my desk, and this is kind of what I consider to be my desk, this part that's underneath my mirror, and then this is kind of extra for in case I need to store something or perhaps put my tripod there. So this is the stuff that I'm using right now. I know it might seem like a lot of stuff, but it's just kind of what's in rotation at the moment for my everyday makeup. And there's my dry shampoo, which is an absolute staple. So I've got kind of my foundations, lipsticks, blushes, mascaras, everything I would need for my everyday makeup, and my uni palette, which has got all of my single eyeshadows in it that are generally my neutrals and matte shadows. If you want to see in depth of anything, then let me know and I'll do individual videos, but I really don't want to make this like a 30-minute video again. Okay, so moving on, I'll go into the drawer in this in a second, but I'll just kind of move around the room first of all. Nail polish, which you've just seen. In this box down here underneath the nail polish rack is more nail polish, as I mentioned in my nail polish collection video. I will do a video on that because so many people requested it, but not yet. I'll get around to it. And some random Garnier lotion behind there. This is actually a toast rack that I've used as a rack for my palettes. These are my smaller palettes. I have, what have I got in there? Fashionista and some Collection 2000. Here's some brushes that I don't use that often, and this mirror is useful for if I put my tripod on here and I film against here, which I've been trying out recently. Yeah, brushes I don't use so often, and this is kind of all jewellery and my watches kind of area. And this is actually a mug holder that I'm using now. You can just see Milo peeking his little head and trying to grab things. Yeah, this is a mug holder that I use for bracelets and random stuff like that. And actually earrings I've placed on there recently. Another toast rack with some palettes on there. There's MUA, Sleek, Z palette and some MAC palettes. Some Urban Decay palettes there, the Naked 1 and 2, and a Sigma palette. Another uni palette with some other shadows in it, obviously, and another sustainable palette from Urban Decay under there, actually. On here, I'll mention first of all the sponge bag, because people ask me questions about that. It's from Glitzy Glam, which is Ellen Blair's shop. I know they're kind of controversial on YouTube, but I actually really like them. And I love that there's somewhere that I can get personalised stuff, because I've never been able to do that before, with my name being called Michaela, but it's Kyla for short, and that's what that says. Some random books, and of course the drawers, which I will show you in a second. Moving along the Expedit bookcase, I've got my perfumes on here in case I need them when I'm all ready, and underneath this is where I keep things that I'm ready to use. So they come out of my beauty cupboard into these little cubbies, and I know that they're like next to use. And this is my Urban Decay NYC Book of Shadows 3 palette, and now I have put Milo in another room so that I can actually show you inside the drawers. So we'll start with this one, which as I said was from WH Smith's. In here I have lip products, so they're kind of like lip balms, lip scrubs, treatments and stuff. Here are coloured eyeliners, brown, black or neutral type eyeliners like slate grey, that kind of thing. These are products that I would put on before base, before foundations and stuff, so all kinds of primers and nano blur, etc., that kind of thing. Mascaras. Now, I'll have lots of comments about this, but the reason that I keep the mascaras past their use-by dates, or past like when you're supposed to keep them, is so that I can compare and review. So I know how I liked these mascaras in the first place, but when I do a review or talk about kind of comparing products, I like to have it with me. So if I find something on the high street that's exactly the same as Bad Gal, for example, I want to be able to have the mascara there so I can show you the wand, compare the wand, and I've got it for a video or a blog post. And that's why I keep everything, although a lot of those are actually still okay to use. And in here, the last drawer is false eyelashes, and there are lots of different brands, and I rarely use false eyelashes. Okay, this is going to be the most interesting one perhaps, and this is the Helmer from IKEA, and this is where I house the majority of my makeup collection. I'll just briefly say, because I've filmed this 3 times and I don't know what I've already told you, this is kind of junk down here, I don't know what to do with it at the moment, but here is my tripod set up with the mirror behind it so I can see what I'm focusing on, and obviously my makeup cupboard is there. But yeah, the Helmer one is a big beauty guru favourite. Lots of people on YouTube have got this, but I'll briefly go through what's in the drawers, and if you want to see in more depth you can watch that longer video I did last year. So the first one is lipsticks. I have some matte ones in the front, kind of all squarish kind of ones in the middle, lip glosses and stuff in the back. Haven't got very many lip glasses from MAC, I think I've only got 3. I don't really rate them for the cost that they are, but the lipsticks I actually really enjoy. Random lipsticks and lip glosses that don't fit in there are in the side. Second drawer is blushes, so I have blushes and bronzers really. These are mainly cream products. I have some random powders, some MAC ones, some, what are these? All kinds of things that I forget that I've got, and that's why I tried to rotate them out. I have something, what is that, accessorize? I wanted to say Monsoon then. Some Miners ones, a Chanel bronzing powder and MUA, Too Faced, all kinds of things in there. Foundations. This is probably the hardest one to categorise and separate, to organise. These are foundations I don't use very often. They might not be my colour match, they might be for other people, for example, or I just didn't like them. These are tinted moisturisers and BB creams, and these are ones that I've tried recently or I actually like and I use quite often. These down the side are concealers, and in the back are things that are in pots or jars, so like cream concealers or mineral powders, that kind of thing. Here is, well, here is all sorts of things. Glitter, so it's generally stuff in here that I don't use that often anymore. All these are NYX glitters. These are some cheap ones from Collection 2000 I got a little while ago. Urban Decay. These are Rimmel colour mousses. I've only got a couple of paint pots that I've held on to because I'm not a big fan of them. Maybelline, yeah, Maybelline Colour Tattoo, and liquid liners, all kind of things in there. And this is again another bit of a random drawer because this is stuff that I don't use very often. These are palettes, single shadows. It's basically stuff that I hold on to for tutorials if ever the mood strikes me. I know I've pretty much got every colour eyeshadow I could possibly want and all different kinds of budgets. The last drawer is pallets. So this is all my eBay pallets. I'd still like to get a really great way to store these, but I haven't got one yet. All my eBay pallets that I don't use so often because they're not on display, I should, and a couple of benefit pallets and some random other stuff. And last of all, we will go back to the big drawer, and this is, well, it used to be that I would move things from my main makeup collection into this drawer, and these would be my everyday essentials and things I was using right now, but then this drawer got so full that this became my everyday essentials. So essentially, this is kind of a mini makeup collection, and this is what I move from my makeup collection into this drawer to then switch out for my everyday. So then maybe every 6 months I'll switch this around and move things in here, and maybe every few weeks to a month I'll move things from here into there. Okay, so moving kind of swiftly through it, because again I don't want this to be a mega long video. These are, again, it's things that I don't use very often, but things that I want to use. So I've got some matte pigments that I don't think I've ever used. I love them and they are gorgeous, but they are so messy. And again, for the minus pigments underneath, and this is a Stardust by Urban Decay, which again, so messy. These are some random kind of eyeshadows and face products that I've mixed in for this period. These are lip liners, lip products, so lipsticks, lip glosses, lip balms, face products, so this is foundations, concealers, powders, which for some reason I haven't got any in there. I think perhaps because I've only got one, and that's in my everyday at the moment. And here are my mascaras. Oh, my wire's getting in the way. Mascaras, liners of the moment, and these are liquid liners in here. And this is kind of, I need something to be able to wipe my hands on whilst I'm swatching things for videos and stuff, and this is generally what I use, and just to kind of wipe down my table because it gets so dusty because it is glass. And this is other stuff that I've picked up that I thought I want to talk about, or I don't know what to do with for now, and it's on the verge of being organised away. So that's pretty much everything in my drawers. I know I talked pretty fast, but I really want this video not to be, I know I've said it all the way through, but I don't want it to be 30 minutes long because my last one was so long. And also because Milo is kicking up a bit of a fuss in the other room, and I really wanted to film this video for you guys. I was all ready, and I was filming this video. Okay, so that was the long-awaited video. I hope that it was everything you hoped for, because so many people have requested it. Every single video I get several requests, will this be your next video, will this be your next video? So although I have other videos ready to like go up, all edited and ready, I'm actually going to put this one up first. So the ones that you see next are going to be older videos, but I thought now it's actually filmed and ready to go, I can't not let you see it. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. If you haven't already, please go and hit subscribe.